Do you ever use a bag like this? This is the Goruck GR1. And the thing about bags like this is they don't have much organization. When you have a bag like this, the key is to have something like this, which is a pouch. Now let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is a brand new pouch from our friends at Wandrd. Just gonna get the strap out of the way. Wandrd is famous for making things like this. One of my favorite bags of all time, the Wandrd Duo. Also one of my favorite bags of all time, and probably my most used bag of all time, the Wandrd Provoke. So these bags have been in the kind of photo EDC community for a long time. I'd say more on the photo side. They're popular for that. This is the Wandrd large tech pouch, and it's a brand new product. I'm sorry about the shadows. I'm filming in a different place today because the place I normally film in is too cold, basically. So the pouch is separated into two sections, like so. Section 1, Section 2, Section 1, Section 2. Let me talk a little bit about the outside and then we'll get into the inside. The outside is made from this 400D, I think it's 400D, 420D nylon material. It feels very similar to the interior of the Duo backpack that I just showed you. And it has water or AquaGuard zippers, YKK AquaGuard zippers. I believe they're both a number, let me see, 5 maybe? Yeah, so they're both a number 5. So there are two AquaGuard number 5 zippers on this pouch. Number 5 zippers, more than enough for something like this, a tech pouch. I tend to like my tech pouch. This, we'll get to this in a minute. This is actually one of my favorite features of the bag. And it happened to fall off, so I didn't clip it back on. It's not the pouch's fault. So if you look at the pouch like this, I tend to like my tech pouches to be simpler if possible. I have a PEEK design tech pouch, and I find the PEEK design tech pouch is just so complicated to use. There are so many little places to stick things, put things, and all that jazz. And it's just kind of a nightmare. Now, I said this is the large tech pouch. Let me compare it to that PEEK design. This is the Wandrd tech pouch, like so. And this is the PEEK design tech pouch, like so. And if you look at them, basically, as you can see, the large tech pouch from Wandrd is still much smaller than the there's only one size of the PEEK design one. And I will say the materials feel more robust on the outside of the Wandrd. And directly comparing them, the first things I really noticed is that like these grab handles on the PEEK design like this, they're a little bit hard to grab when it's in the bag. And I find that it's quite annoying to try to get them, and I can't really see them because they're so flush. Whereas the Wandrd has like these really big, beefy grab handles, which I find so helpful when it's in a bag to just pull it out. So, PEEK design is a bye-bye. Don't need to compare that anymore. And let's continue on with this guy. So there are these two grab handles, as I said. They're really beefy. They're this nylon webbing that's like kind of sewn upon itself. And then there are these two hooks here, as you can see. These two hooks are great for like attaching the bag to, say, something like the Duo. So I believe this is the main point of this system, is like you have the Duo like this, and you can attach this pouch here so that it ends up being on the front of the bag, like that. Now, while this is cool, it takes a sleek bag and makes it a little bit less sleek, which, you know, it's one of those things like I would just probably put it inside the bag. So what I would probably do is just toss it in here or here, like so. Just for reference, you can do the same thing on this. The lips are here and you can pull them over and attach it. The thing is, it does block access to this front pocket on both of those bags. So for me, I use this front pocket a lot, so it would probably be something I wouldn't do so much on my Wandrd bags. And I tend to use the Duo a lot, the Wandrd Duo. And when I do use the Wandrd Duo, is especially for camera stuff. And I don't think I would use this on the front like that. I would just toss it in. That being said, I do use that quite a lot on another bag, which I will show you in a second. But let's get into the bag first. So basically it has this large front pocket that looks something like so. This is meant for like your cell phone. So you can like put your cell phone in here. It's fleece lined. I use it for my pens because I'm a teacher. And for me, it just makes sense to have my pens here because what I do is, okay, so if I hold it like this and I just unzip slightly like to here, like my pens kind of just lie down here and they organize themselves quite nicely, like so. So I find it works perfect for me like that. Then there is the one main compartment. Now Wandrd does make one, the medium tech pouch that has like a kind of accordion style organization in here that's similar to the PRVKE design. I've got the large one here and I really like the large one because I can actually fit my Leica like directly into here. When I am out on the go and use this as kind of like a sling pack, which I will get into more later. In the bag, it has like a large main section right here. It's really dark, so it's probably hard to see, but you can imagine it's just like an empty space here. It's got 2 webbing pockets on this side, elastic, and 3 on this side. 2 of the edge ones are quite small, so I just tend to keep small things in there like dongles, and well, I mean, what are these things for if it's not for dongles? I have my SSD here, my portable SSD, and then another couple of cables in here. What I like about this large main section is stuff like this, like chargers and stuff. This is my camera strap, also from Wandrd, really nice. This stuff I find always, like, I don't know where to put it, and I love that I can just chuck it in and then I am done. I do wish there were 2 zippers here. That's the one thing that I wish it had, especially on this main compartment, because if there were 2 zippers, I sometimes get confused like which side I'm on, and it kind of, that part drives me a little bit nuts. The PRVKE design has the same issue, so it's not like it's one over the other in that case. But I use a cheap Targus one, and the Targus one has 2 zippers, which I find to be slightly more useful in practice. Not a big deal though. The one thing, while we're on annoyances, the other annoyance I have is that it doesn't sit like straight up like this. It kind of leans over. On the bottom here, there is this handle. Handle looks like so. You can use it to, like, say, hold on to the bag while you do this. My cat is walking in frame, but you know, while you're on the go, it could be useful, I suppose. Now, that is not the only pouch that Wandrd has introduced today. There is also this one and its bigger brother. This is the Toiletries pouch. I tend to not carry a fancy Toiletries pouch. I carry something like a Clutterworks one, which is just like an empty pocket or an open pocket. This one, on the other hand, is quite cool. Again, AquaGuard number 5 zipper here and on the front. The material is different. This is more like a kind of a pack liner feeling material. I don't know the exact specs of it. I'll put them on the screen. But the inside is kind of like an open space here. This is the carry strap, which I'll talk about in a minute. 2 mesh pockets on the side that are elastic. I just got some toiletry stuff in here. And then there is a toothbrush holder here, which has like this micro antibacterial something material in here that when you stick your toothbrush head in, it stops it from, you know, getting viruses and all that stuff. Too soon? Probably too soon. Same thing on the bottom. You have this handle, which is on the other one, and the same thing on the sides here. You have these 2 strappy things for grabbing it, and then you have the connection points. Now, one thing you can connect is this guy. So Wandrd also sells this carry strap. So basically what happens is you take this pouch, you go on a trip, put your Leica, your camera inside, or your Fuji X100 or whatever. You attach this strap to here and here, and you've got a sling pack. That is, I've actually used it like that recently. It worked great. I love that it's magnetic. So it attaches via magnet, which is nice. Anything with magnets are okay with me. This material, or these, this hardware is all Wandrd hardware, so top of the line. Wandrd's like YKK for plastic. Duraflex and Wandrd are usually the best. Now, I'm gonna get this out of the way and I wanna show you something cool. So again, here is my Goruck GR1. Now, I know this is not a video about Goruck, it's a video about Wandrd, but a lot of us use a bag like this, a simple bag, and then we're dying to have a pouch like this. And this pouch, I find, is the best pouch I've ever had that works in unison with my Goruck, and especially with this MOLLE webbing. And I was so surprised at how well it works. So I do want to touch on it. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can get a better view of what's going on here. So there is this MOLLE webbing on the front. Now I tend to not like to attach anything to this MOLLE webbing, but this pouch here, I'm just gonna do this as an example. I don't think I would actually do this because I think I would, what I prefer to do is on the inside of the bag. So you unattach these things here. They're like little like gatekeeper clips, and you unattach the other one, and then through the magic of magic, you can attach them to this MOLLE webbing here. This PALS webbing, I think it's actually called. Basically, it fits perfectly on the far edge PALS webbing, like so. And then you end up with a bag that looks like this. And while I probably wouldn't do that very often, it is something that certainly works. So, can you see that? Something like that. And it stays fairly secure and not as floppy as a lot of the regular PALS webbing stuff that I have tried in my life. Now, as I said, I don't usually put this in here, or I'll put this here. So I'm gonna take this off. I don't tend to like having things hanging off the front or top of a bag. I find it to be a little bit cumbersome. The fact that they're hard to take off is actually a good thing, because that means they're hard to, they won't fall off. Okay, so done with that. Now, let me open up the bag so you can see. So in use, what I would probably do is put this is my camera in here. I would put the pouch, one pouch on the bottom here. And then you can see in a Goruck, there's this MOLLE webbing on the top here, or this PALS webbing, again, I'm sorry. You have this PALS webbing on the top. I think you can see what I'm getting at here. So this is useless, like unused space when I'm using this bag, because nothing like is high enough to get here. But if I attach it here, it will stay there. And it will be using space I normally wouldn't use. That is a big score in daily carry life. So let me attach it and show you what it looks like. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then I put my camera cube back in here, my camera thing, and you're off to the races. So basically, like, I'll take this out so you can see better, but this sits here like so. So basically in use, the bag will be like so, like this, and I can just unzip, grab my pens while I'm teaching or something like that. I tend to put my bag, my Goruck, like on a chair like this with this flapped over, and then I can just open it and fish out my pens from here or whatever, instead of having to take it all out. My desk is small at work, so this is a big deal to me. And then, yeah, if I want to get into the tech stuff, I can just open it up. Tech stuff is there, and it's super useful, honestly. This was like, okay, I thought these pouches were cool and I was kind of happy about them, and then when this happened, I was like, oh man, this is amazing, because this, okay, I also have a Tombin Cynic, which I use equally as often as I do with this, probably even slightly more. And then these attachment points, because they're vertical this way, on the Peak design they're this way, so they really don't attach to anything very easily. I can even find attachment points on the Cynic where this will work vertically, and yeah, it's just amazing. I love the way this feels. All in all, I think these pouches are great. I really enjoy them. These clip things were like a huge win for me. I love that like I could go on a trip, take this off, put my camera in it, and carry it around with the carry strap. Wandrd products have lifetime warranties. The customer service at Wandrd is great, so you're not gonna have any issues with Wandrd in general, and highly recommended. Anyway, those are my quick early thoughts on the Wandrd pouches, and specifically the large tech pouch and the medium toiletry pouch. Last thing is the large tech pouch. There's also a small tech pouch that fits right into the large tech pouch. I really want that one too. Please, Wandrd. Thank you. And just as a disclaimer, Wandrd did send these out to me, but I've had a bit of a relationship with them for some time. And the Provoke, which I showed earlier, did not come from them. I bought it with my own money, and I used it for years and years and years, and absolutely loved it. Have a good day, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.